Number 1, Aries, Mesh Rasi. What is so special about them? And why it is the number 1 zodiac sign? Let's figure them all out. Number 1 is the lagna in the Kalpurus Kundli. Lagna meaning body, the kaya. So Aries is number 1. The main goal of Aries is to protect, to fight for survival, to fight for justice, to fight for the very existence of this body and also the soul. That is why the sun, the soul signifactor, becomes exalted in Aries sign and Saturn becomes debilitated. Saturn brings in all its negative tamasic qualities. What is tamas? Tamas is rigidity, laziness and ignorance, the darkness of ignorance. Shani brings in there. That's why Shani is debilitated in the sign of Aries. But Sun here is exalted. So Aries contains all of it which is required for the soul to prosper, for the body to grow, for the soul to move towards perfection. Right? So a good Aries, a person who has good Sun, good Saturn, good Mars, Mars is the ruler of Aries sign, will have tremendous amount of willpower. Person will be brave, will have no fear, will always be ready to fight for what is right, will always stand up for what is right and will be always ready to protect what is good and defend. That is a good sign. And in this condition, this person will have not only be brave, he will be generous, he will have brotherhood, he will have administrative skills. So the good Aries, they become big police officers. A good police officers, those who have a very strong character, those who do really good for the society. The army men, the army, the defense people related to defense, even as anybody like a security guard who sits in an apartment, he can be an Aries, right? So those are the good qualities. Now if somebody has bad Mars is debilitated somewhere else in a bad position, Sun is not good, Saturn is not good, then all the bad qualities of Aries comes. The person will have a lot of lethargy, persuasive ability, the person will be persuasive, stubborn, rigid, extremely rigid, not ready to listen to anyone. These are the bad qualities. So in general, good or bad, the Aries people will have mix of all these qualities, because this is, as I explained, Sun and Saturn, that condition brings in, right? So they are generally persuasive, they try to persuade others, and they are not good listeners. They don't listen to others, they don't listen very well. So Aries people in a college lecture will not listen very well. And Aries, they only listen to the commander-in-chief. So to the Senapati, to the king, they will listen. To a strong Leo, they are going to listen. But they are not going to listen to just anybody and everybody. Because they are here to take orders. They are here to fight for what is right. Right? So that is the energy of Aries, a fiery sign. Lot of fire, a bile, which is pitta, will be there. That is the nature. Okay? So the person will be reddish, red color. A face will be very bright, reddish bright and brave. So that's the Aries. So those who are not Aries, but we all have Aries sign in our horoscope. Because there is only 12 signs. So what about that? So Aries, wherever that falls in our horoscope, we fight for that. We all these qualities we bring in and we fight for that. Wherever it is, we fight for those, we try to protect those things, we try to fight for those things. So that is why Aries is important. Because of Aries, we could survive through all the adversaries. When there was nothing, how the human race survived in the Stone Age, in the Middle Age, when there was no technology, right? So those are our natural survival instinct, fighting abilities, defending mechanism. And Aries people, when they have a good leader, when they are working under an authority, under a good leader, all the good quality rise within them. The brotherhood, the generosity, the fight for justice, all of those things. Then the tamas of Saturn cannot bring them into darkness, cannot make them into a bad individual. Okay, because it is the main place for the sun to prosper, for the soul to prosper. So if you are an Aries, you should never be lazy. You should always be active, because the temperamental Aries, yes, they can be angry. They become angry sometimes. So the temperamental Aries or the moody Aries are ready to always work. They can work from morning till dawn. And they are abhimani. So the abhiman word cannot be exactly translated into English. There is no English word equivalent to that. What it means that a spiteful person, but who doesn't have hatred. If you remove hatred from spite, that is called abhiman. So it's like that, like a grumpy kind of thing. So they are a bit of like that. So know that you might have those kind of things, and don't let that push you towards ignorance. Okay? Be active, fight for what is right. Never try to persuade others. That's all. Thank you. Har Har Mahadev.